Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
G'day, g'day, g'day. How are we all?
Yeah, good thanks, AJ.
Evening, AJ.
Evening, AJ. Evening, Mark. Evening, Lucas.
How are we, guys?
Oh, living the dream. Living the dream. How about you?
I won't say living a dream.
Come on now.
No. I'll tell you later about why. But
You're here with us, Mark. You must be living the dream.
Oh, well, Long Beach, eh? Here we are at Long Beach. The Long Beach Grand Prix is the longest running major street race held in North America. It was started in 1975 as a Formula 5000 race by event founder Christopher Pook and became a Formula One event in 1976. In an era where turbocharged engines were starting to come to prominence in Formula One, Long Beach remains one of the few circuits used from the time Renault introduced turbos in 1977 until the last Long Beach Grand Prix in 1983 that never once ever saw a turbo car take victory. Its location is in obviously Long Beach in California. First race obviously was in 1975. Most wins from a driver is Al Unser Jr. with 6. Most team wins is Team Penske with 7 and Ganassi with 7. It is 3.167 kilometres long. It has 11 turns, and the lap record is 105.309 by Colton Herta in a Dallara.
Nice.
an old car.
And the magical question, like every week, Zippy, how many depths?
Well, this is very strange. There is only one car death. Dan Croft in 1988 died from injuries sustained in a single car crash during the Trans Am race, which was held before a kart race. But the interesting thing to this one is that once during a race, I don't know what sort of race, but there was a race and there was a shooting in the crowd where someone got shot in the crowd. So they counted that as a death.
Yeah, I thought there would be someone dying from a shooting.
It's not like America, is it?
No,
Nope.
definitely not. So yeah, very tough track. And with the change in brake bias this week, it made it even harder for a lot of people.
Don't talk about the brake bias.
Yes, that was
Is that like Fight Club?
Yes, it's a brake club here. Yes, don't talk about the war. The Germans are still upset. Yeah, look, I totally agree, Mark. I was in a I didn't know where to go. Normally, I go forward with my brakes, but I had to go back. But I went down to 62.3. I found that if I was going anywhere lower than 62, the rear brakes were locking on too quick.
Yeah, and the concrete surface didn't help.
Either they did the walls.
I think a lot of it was the concrete surface, but I enjoy driving this track, but I very rarely have a good race here. So it's just one of those tracks that it's just a car killer, isn't it? Sometimes you're lucky enough to slip through without too much carnage, and you pop out the other end, in an all right spot. But yeah, it's I think it's a fun track to drive. It's just bloody hard to drive.
Totally agreed with you, Andrew. There, it's one of those tracks. If you can keep clean, you will move up, no matter what, because the guys in front of you are battling, and but you hit that wall, and you don't get an X, you don't get a 1 inch, but you do tend to get quite a bit of damage to your steering.
Yeah, that's right, and I mean that's assuming that you've avoided the guy that's having an accident in front of you, sort of thing too. Sometimes, it's not. I think I said earlier, it's not about driving into incidents. Sometimes they're just there.
Yeah, you got to avoid the ricochet.
Yes.
It's just a lot of it is luck, but a lot of it's just that split second decision too.
I think Lucas, you were down to on your photo map down to 1. Did you stick with that with the race?
Yep, stuck with throttle map 1 for the whole race. First
Yep.
track ever, I had to change my brake force down to 78%.
I heard you say that you dropped yours down to 1. I'd been on 5 all week and I dropped it down to 3 for the race, but whether that made a difference to me or not, I'm not sure. But I couldn't actually notice a difference. It was still so easy to light it up coming out of that last hairpin. Yeah, just turned into throttle control, didn't it?
Yeah, I was actually watching Split
And
4 last.
short-changing.
I was watching Split 4 last night, and I watched Nick Hessler's stream, and I was surprised at going around that hairpin that he was down in first and then spinning him up, going into short shifting into third. Most of the guys I was watching in the practice sessions were doing second gear around that hairpin.
Yeah, I think when I first went out, the first couple of laps practice, I was going down at first, and I was just lighting them up too much. It was actually easier. Well, I thought it was easier to go around in second, and then short shift to third when they wanted to light up.
But yes, it was interesting track. Like I said, talking to you today on the in the team chat. This is the track that we all got together as the first team for Team AJR with Rob Visor, myself, and yourself. And the first corner we all centipeded into each other, and it was good to watch in Split 4 last night that the tradition still held up with the 3 AJR cars all smashing into each other at one part of the race.
I thought I'd successfully blocked that out of my mind until you brought it up today.
Those little points in history are awesome, just to remember from the good old days.
Team bonding.
Yeah, that's it.
Team bonding.
But anyway, so it was good to it was good to watch Split 4 last night, and I must say that I'm all excited today as I've got my new T-shirt on. Not that you can see it, but the Dave Bulldog fan club with I do believe that's 3-0 for this season.
Ooh,
You're
nice.
kidding. I wouldn't put a Dave Bulldog T-shirt on if you paid me.
All right, let's get the grid up.
Well, I played around with some buttons today, so hopefully when we push grid this time, it shouldn't try and start the race in quarter speed.
Anyway, just before we get on with the grid, the top 10 coming into this race is Peter Verme in first, Don Grundy in second, Michael Schroeder in third, Brett Horsell in fourth, Russell Uren in fifth, Peter Latham in sixth, Red James in seventh, Donald Allen in eighth, Daryl Callaghan in ninth, and Craig Healy in 10th.
Good stuff, mate. Thanks for that.
All right. Oh, Russell Crowe putting it on
Hang on.
pole.
We've got to celebrate the fact that the race didn't start first. Look.
Woohoo! Oh, Russell Crowe putting it on pole with a 120.936, with Peter Verme coming in second, James Boardman in third, Russell Uren in fourth, Ron Allen in fifth, Will Munro in sixth, Ross Watson in seventh, Brett Horsell in eighth, David Dundell in ninth, Daryl Callaghan in 10th, Phil Manuel in 11th.
Oh, come on.
Andrew Listener in 12th, Wayne Shepherd in 13th, Michael Bauer in 14th, Dom Grundy in 15th, Jason Dunn in 16th, Roy Clark in 17th, Paul Preston in 18th, Steve Vella in 19th, and Brad Hayes makes your top 20.
In 21st, we have Phil Whiting, and then next to him, Reg James, with Matt Millen in 23rd, and in 24th, Nathan Favero. Andrew Gelly in 25th place, and Andrew Johnson next to him, with Craig Healy in 27th, and Ed Cohen in 28th, and Mark Peck in 29th. Fletcher Christian come in 30th, and Rob Bauer in 31st. Peter Latham in 32nd, and Daniel Sheriffs in 33rd. 34th was Michael Hayes, with Todd Martin next row in 35th, with next to him James McCormick in 36th. Joseph Granshaw in 37th, and race control was, that's race control. 39th, Alex had a pit lane start. Myself was in 40th, who didn't set a time for qualifying. Lester Craig, I feel, was the same, and Lucas Burt was our safety car driver.
Good stuff, guys. Thank you.
Oh, great quality by Robert Crow. Nice to see him up the front there.
Yes, it's an old teammate of mine,
Hang on.
Robert Crow.
Tippy, I was in 26th. I didn't get my woohoo.
I know.
Woohoo!
I was busy looking at chat, and it went through. So, can you say, Luke? Can you go 26?
Andrew Johnston in 26.
Woohoo! Sorry, Andrew. Andrew's unfortunately he was racing
I feel so much
by
better
himself
now.
tonight. Racing by himself tonight.
No, there was about 43 of us or something.
No, and Joel wasn't racing tonight. He had a Pete Murray concert to go to, unfortunately.
That is not a good
I have a bit of information that come out of the Split 2 server that one of your drivers is unsure of what day of the week it is.
Yeah, but I'm always like that, mate.
Yes, so am I.
No, actually, Split 2, not Split 3.
I am not really understanding where you're getting with this one, Mark.
Well, I believe that one of your drivers was actually sitting on the couch at about 7:30, 8 o'clock, or 7:45, thinking that it was Wednesday, not Thursday.
This is obviously Damon.
Yeah.
Wonder why you got in so late. Yes. But anyway, Robert Crow,
I was just impressed his internet held together.
Yeah, he's actually been
lately.
going all right for the last couple of weeks. Yes, Robert Crow, what a fantastic effort! Like I said, next teammate of mine, and back in the old days, that's great to see him go so high because the guy can drive, and hopefully he's starting to get it all back together. But he's obviously his teammate Will Munro in 6th. What a shock!
I just want to know who was driving Will's car because it wasn't Will.
Well, it's definitely not.
It couldn't. It couldn't be
Hamish. It can't be Hamish because he's even worse.
All right, let's get this race started.
Yes, but top stuff, Robert.
Good to see some rookies up there in the top 10 again.
And also Peter Verme. I mean, he's last season he started shining, and he's continuing with this season. And it's awesome to see him going so well.
You may even be able to see that car that's right down the back. He does a jump start. That guy
Not giving away.
Place.
You're not giving stuff away already, are you?
No, we're not going to do that. Right, let's push the go button. See what happens.
Go, go, go.
Oh, awesome stuff by Peter Verme. What's going to happen? Is everyone going to be nice?
A beautiful start by Russell Wuren as well. Already up 2 in the 2nd spot.
Looks like everyone's playing nice.
Everyone's a bit tentative.
The nightmare of the race starting before time at quarter speed hasn't happened either. Finally fixed it.
Jason
Or-
Dunlop turned around somewhere there.
A good driving there, side by side.
Yeah, that was a great start, Peter.
We come up to the hairpin. Oh, one spun.
Here we go. Here's the
And
car
that,
park.
there it is.
Chaos. Yes, it's just one of those tracks, isn't it?
It is. Once it's blocked, that's it.
Did have to put a lot of lock into that headroom. Which, unlike the Gen 2K, you didn't have to put as much as this car.
Oh, I don't know about that. I seem to remember
Oh, what's
people
going on
turning
here?
steering angles down and that sort of thing in the old Gen car as well for that corner.
Well, I was actually having to take one hand off the wheel and use my left to push the...
Yeah, occasionally I did that too.
the only way to get around it.
But you can tell all the married men, you know, because obviously practice on this track and all that. You've got Sean van der Meulen has got a broken wrist, and the old Brad Grant in our side, old BJ89 out there, said he's got a sore wrist. So all the married men, you know, obviously don't get any other side exercise.
Yeah, they're using sim racing as an excuse.
Whatever.
Uh, 3 laps in now. It's been pretty clean so far.
A few little things, but no safety car, which is a great effort.
Most cars still have their front bumpers.
See the other Kiwis up too. Good old Ross is out there in the chat. It's good to see Ross.
Yeah, g'day, mate. Ross actually jumped in my Discord channel while the race was running. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, swap sheep jokes or anything like that.
Of course we did, Zippy. Of course we did.
They don't swap sheep jokes, they show photos of sheep.
Oh my God, who's this now?
Roy!
Roy,
Oh, Roy!
Roy Clark. Oh boy. So how was your race, Roy? Did you enjoy it?
Look, the breakdowns was what it was, so yeah, just live with it. We all had the same thing, I suppose, in regards to that. So, you know, after the highs of last week, back in about 18th, I think I qualified, so it was quite poor. But that was all I had in me with this setup. So, for me, it was just trying to work my way forward through strategy.
Did you do any officials?
I did officials, yes.
You don't need to officials.
I had a crack. I pretty every race I did this week in the street circuit I crashed except Thursday night.
But again, that's all help from running the officials to get that.
Oh, for sure, and that was always the intention. That's
Yeah.
I use those races as my practice for Thursday nights. I think it works better than just it being out there hot lapping. You can't beat the race experience, you know, even if it's something where you only get halfway through the race and crash. But
Yep.
it's still practice, isn't it?
Yep, 100% agree. Yeah.
Hopefully the next time it all goes wrong, you avoid the same situation or something goes just a little bit differently for you.
Or you know that, hey, this can happen in this corner, so you can be a little bit more cautious around that particular or in that situation. So
That's where I found I couldn't do. It was too inconsistent. You were no 2 laps were the same.
Found at the start of the race, the car felt very slippy. Like the track was very slidey. I said,
Yeah, I think I noticed that too, and then you noticed it at the other end because you'd been a bit slidey in the first 5 or 6 laps, and so you lost the tyres later in the stint.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think I brushed the wall fairly early in here. If I haven't already hit it, I'm probably about to hit it. The rest of it was right behind me, so I bounce off the wall and he runs straight into the back of me. So.
Oh, I know that feeling.
Yeah.
I know that.
Oh, Andrew, listener, he's up free, probably sitting there watching the broadcast. Hello, Andrew. So, and how's your wife, Kerry, going? Hello, Kerry. Hope you're well.
Car's already bent. There you go. So I've already kissed the wall already early in the race. And the problem is, any front end damage now, the car is so slow in a straight line.
Yes, it's and it's hard to turn around, especially that hairpin at the end if it's a bit wonky.
Yeah.
I had a crazy theory up on Thursday night that if I stood out, people wouldn't hit me.
Is that why you went to blue?
Oh, I thought the blue was subtle. It was the gold that stood out.
Looks like you got a bit of damage there, don't you?
Yeah, you look like you got the reverse of my damage.
So I jumped the start and clutches the white points went right and ended up jumping the start. So I went in, did that penalty and then went back around and filled up and come out behind Joseph Grenshaw, who was then back at last anyway. So I lost that whole lap with those 2 pit stops. Well, not pit stop, drive through and pit stop.
It's going to be a very long stint on tyres.
Yeah, look, I didn't really find the tyre degradation as bad as I would have expected, actually.
As long as you drove nice and smooth, didn't push too hard, they seem to last.
Yeah, the tyres were fine because I've just pitted because obviously I lost about 2 seconds to the car in front of me because I couldn't catch him because I damaged the front of my car, so I pitted early. So I've pitted now. Just took the fast repair because I needed the front of the car fixed, and then hopefully coming out in free air you can just run laps. That was my plan anyway.
Yeah, just hoping you don't get caught up in anything else and no fast repair to use.
Yeah. But I had damaged the front anyway, so I was losing a second a lap.
Yeah, you haven't really got a choice in that situation, have you? I didn't use mine on the first pit stop because I hadn't really had any damage. I think I used it. Yeah, I used it on the second pit stop, and then I slammed the bloody wall with about 5 laps to go. And the car was definitely hurt, but it was still drivable. I managed to bring it home those last 5 laps with it. I think I might have lost a position, or maybe 2, but at least I got it home. Yeah, it's, I was annoyed because I got it all the way to only 5 laps to go or something before I put it in the same wall I've been putting it in all week.
So has everyone had a run at Portland? Just sort of like?
No, I'd had about 2 laps.
Not yet.
No,
Yeah, I had
yet.
a brief run today. I'm enjoying it, but I'm hopeless at new tracks. I need lots and lots and lots of laps, but yeah, no, it feels like a nice track to drive. It's a bit like a street circuit, except it's got heaps of runoff. But as far as being short and tight turns and that sort of thing, it's a bit like a street circuit, but yeah, you just don't have to worry about running into the concrete wall.
Yeah, I heard somebody describe it as Winton but fast, which it wasn't a bad description of it.
Yeah, it's got Winton traits there, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I did the Americas race this morning in the wet. That was a lot of fun.
It's not bad.
coming into turn 1, 3 cars wide. That'll be exciting.
And sliding and everything else that goes with it.
Yep.
Oh, Wayne's been on the broadcast a bit there. He's obviously very close to Will Munro. I wonder if they're actually talking in the chat while they're racing.
Well, Will's obviously spotty. Whoever's driving for Will, I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, okay, yes.
I did suggest that Blake Walgroys was driving for
Dave.
Dave last week, so maybe he's being a bit of a gun for hire at the moment. You know, he's got a new kid, he needs to earn a couple of extra dollars, so maybe that's what he's doing.
Well, you know what John's like. You know, you'd think that he would have put the team orders in and said, Blake, you know, stay away. Look after me.
Just reading the chat, Zippy. Dave Mon Fisher to my office, please.
Yes. But he's had 2 good races in a row. He's on fire.
Yeah, we'll see how he goes next week. You know, you've got to be able to string more than 2 in a row.
Well, that counts me out.
Yeah, I got 1 race strung together, mate. That was the grand total of mine.
Well, you're
We're still waiting for Mark to start.
Don't admit that. That makes all look good. Jeez.
I'll tell you what, it's been a pretty clean opening 10 laps, isn't it?
It has.
I must admit, I thought there was going to be a bit more carnage in this race.
Down the back was a little bit.
I've only seen Dave Baldock on his social pics. I don't really know what he's really like, but he looks like a little chubby Jack Sparrow.
Jason
I'm
Dunn
sure
down
he'll
the
be
back
pleased to
there.
hear that.
I won't tell you how close to Snowtown he lives, so you just want to be careful of that.
Well, how about they're in the news? They're the guy's coming out. He might be coming out. Now, look,
really?
He's got to have a barrel of fun down that town.
Yeah. They have barrels outside the pub there, so
It's
which is
it.
across the road from the bank.
Yes.
Craig just takes his time, picks his way through the field. He's already up 7 spots.
I just seen Jason Dunn down the back set the fastest time.
Russell Crowe must have had Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe.
That's his
Wow.
cousin. That's his cousin. He told me. Yeah, Robert Crowe obviously had an incident. He's gone right down the list.
Yeah.
Maybe
Oh,
he's pitted
couple
early.
of cars there.
Oh, it doesn't say pit. It just says no stops.
Yeah.
Maybe he's had a brake fade and missed a. It's really easy to go straight on if you try to go
I
late
think-
on the brakes for turn 1.
I think I did read somewhere that he was having VR issues.
Answer the phone.
Yes. Yeah, whose phone's that? Who didn't put
That's
their phone on
mine.
silent? For God's sake.
I'm coming out of pits.
Yeah, I wish they had a instead of having general chat, I wish they could have another channel that says after race conversations, because you know I like to know what's going on, but I don't like to know any results. So everyone gets on there. Sorry for about turn 1 incident. Sorry for this, and well done that, and you know. So I like to have another channel separated just after race stuff.
A spoiler channel and a non-spoiler channel, eh?
Yeah, just something like that. Just you can still keep up with general chat, but not find out results. I usually turn off my telementaries and all that, so I don't know as well. That doesn't come up. I'm a bit worried because you don't normally turn in unless you win. You don't normally turn up to this broadcast,
Yeah.
boys. So I'm a bit
I know.
sus here.
Mm.
Don't be sus. I said I was going to turn up this week. He's asked me, and I said, yeah, I can do that. I'm batching this week.
I don't remember anyone asking you. Only joking.
But I've got this $1,000 payment in my account. Isn't that for me to come and do this and talk nice about things?
Well, it certainly wasn't from this group.
We said you could only come if you win, so
okay.
you must win.
No, it's not true. There's no way. You could be back in about, 30th position. There's no chance.
Yeah, but most people haven't pitted yet.
So did you fill her up?
Yeah.
How did you find the car on 93 litres?
I actually felt it was better on 93.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, was it?
Wasn't.
Yeah, I tested it a
bad.
few times on full tank, so that's why I knew that, going early.
an option.
Well, obviously you could pit from lap 2.
Yeah.
As long as you ran the car out again, and then you could get home and things like that. So I'd already looked at those numbers and sort of had those in my head.
Oh, Will's going to go for a move.
They almost look like they're on the same team.
Don't they? So
They
many
do.
yellows now.
Yeah.
We're going to have a survey at the end of the season and put in a request saying cut half the yellow cars down.
Yeah, but then they'll just put them in half. You'll end up with, half. Oh, wait, there they are half black.
Yes, well, yellow on the left-hand side, the other car has to be yellow on the right-hand side.
Yeah, maybe that's the way. Russell's doing well. He must have got a bit of practice in. He's been like he was.
Oh, what's happened to Will?
Yeah. Jeez.
There was a car that... Okay, yeah. There's a car
Russell got a
that...
great start.
Yeah.
And Shep doing a great job too. Hamish should be in their ear saying, come on you guys, make sure you don't hit each other like the AJR cars.
That's what I was going to say.
Look, he's all upset over the snow tee on Drake's. Dave Baldock's turned up.
He's been there since the start. He loves
he's been bagging on.
he loves seeing his name up there.
Yeah,
Take
keyboard
pictures of it.
warrior.
I think I'm the only one on his fan club.
I reckon.
Take more than $50, Hamish.
Darryl Callahan. Followed by Phil Manuel.
I think he's Manuel.
He's Manuel.
Oh!
Fella.
Nice save.
Off the wall.
Yes. That's a deep breath and shit moment.
Definitely Code Brown, wasn't it?
Oh, Brown for sure.
It was pretty spread out.
Brad Horsell up 3. Andrew Listener's gone through the pack quite a bit, up 5. Up power.
Got round.
It's a shocking spot to be, isn't
Oh, it
it?
is.
You've got to be so careful too, because you use that relative.
I could not imagine doing that.
Like using your relative.
No. Getting stuck in that spot, facing the other way, that would be horrible. Glad that hasn't happened to me.
Sounds like it might have.
Yeah.
Only in the forest, Brad. Only in the forest.
starting to pull away from everyone now, isn't he?
How good is he going? His practice times have been awesome. He's basically in practice times he's been split 2, easy split 2.
Early pit stop too.
Yeah, Peter and Russell certainly pulling away.
What would you do here, Roy, if you were in 4th spot? Would you be just taking it easy and just praying for a safety car and trying to save a bit of fuel?
I'd go the fuel save. It's so hard up the front because you don't want to get, because you can't pass in these cars, and on this track it's near impossible unless you've got a really big tyre advantage. And once that tyre advantage is gone, you're as far up as you're going to be, and you're just going to sit in a queue. So it's save fuel so you can have shorter pit stops. And being up the front, you've either got to go for the split of the race or play for the safety cars, and keep in mind that get home number, which is, I think I worked it out at about lap 31.
Yeah, about
The get home.
Yeah.
Was the number I was sort of working on. So anything around 29, can you save and get home? Those type of things. Where can you save? Where can you roll the car into a corner? Can you let off a little bit early here because it's a big sweeping corner here? So can you just roll it in there instead of accelerating?
How long could we go on that original 50 litres? It was about an hour, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's
18.
about
About 19 laps.
Yes.
Yeah, I was doing 2.7.
Was it pushing hard enough, Sibby?
Yeah, occasionally I'd get to... No, not while the race was on, mate. I had moccasins and tape around my foot just so it wouldn't push down hard enough.
that throttle back just that little bit. Looks like everyone's about to head to the pits there.
Yep.
Yep.
They pulled over. Oh my god, it's a big conga line.
Safety car.
And the good thing about this
is
track...
it a safety car? I think it's just time to fill up, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a time to fill up, yeah.
And the good thing about this track too is there was lots of pits, so you could easily see your man coming in.
But what would you have done if you had pitted early and then the safety car come out?
So, can I answer that one a little later?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Or press the nib.
Nice move by Steve.
Yep.
The chrome, it's blinding.
At least it's not yellow. And the front runners are in.
Yeah, we should have had a look at Pete. We'll have a look at him on his exit.
I didn't like that exit coming out of the pits.
I'm hearing cars hitting walls, but we're not seeing it.
Yeah.
Russell's got the lead now.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Ross Watson's up to fourth. Oh, he's had a stop. Yep.
Look at that. Up to 8th.
Oh, well done. Up 9 spots already. Just behind Will.
Just behind you, 11 seconds behind, but anyway.
They're still just. The where's Shepherd?
All the way down the back.
I was going to say, 'cause he was right behind Will. Maybe different strategies, different pit strategies.
No, I think something happened because I was there. I was around.
Oh. We're under safety car now. Yeah, we are.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
There's Mr.
There's-
Shepherd.
So I pitted.
Yep.
So in answer to your question, if there's a safety car now, I pitted. So I pitted.
The safety car.
Yeah, I took on. So I had 20 litres left. Put in the car
Oh, yep.
at the end of the race. So
Yeah, I think
Be splash
we
dash
had
at the
about
end.
yeah,
we had about 16 to take.
where did that put you when you came out?
about 22nd, I think, just behind Nathan. I think I was. Or might have been. Oh no, I was behind Fletcher, but then he was really nice to me and allowed me past pretty quickly, straight after the safety car.
Come on, Christian, you got to do better than that. You just don't let people buy. You got to make them earn it.
That's going to work out heaps on your favour.
And Hamish, what happened to Robert Crow? Did he have VR issues as well? Ah,
think he
there's Manuel. Still Manuel's in the building.
Maybe you should ban him from using VR, Hamish.
VR seems to be an issue at the moment, doesn't it?
Well, I
There's
think
a lot of
everything.
people.
I think everything's an issue at the moment. Whatever they've done.
Yeah, from what
in-
I gathered, there was quite a, like you were talking earlier, Mark, about
Yep.
issues on
The
a
server
certain lap.
issue.
Was it lap 33 or something?
Yeah, about lap
It sounded
33,
like
yeah.
across the other servers, it sounded like around about that same time. So the last time that sort of thing happened, it was all at the iRacing server end, I think.
Yeah, it was like 33 where Ed and I had issues with latency and lag and shit coming up. And it was about the same when Split 4 was having their issues last night.
Actually,
get a couple
Thursday
of-
night was the first night in the last 3 rounds that I didn't have that CPU usage like coming
Yeah,
up.
that's been fixed in the last hot fix.
Ah, good stuff. I wondered
Yeah.
whether it had been.
Yeah, that was fixed in that last hot fix we had. But
No, that makes sense. So it wasn't at our end, it was at their end.
yeah, but there's still something's not right. Some of the frame rates I've seen this week at
Yeah.
Portland and things like that. People who have far better computers than me.
Yeah,
like
that's
they'll
why I
ping
was
slot
interested to
show.
know, because I mean, mine's a reasonably good computer now. I was a bit horrified when it started popping up with a CPU usage icon. It wasn't actually causing me any problems, except that it was distracting me, basically.
Yeah.
It's
And
bad.
other part of that hotfix was Moser and iRacing trying to get the 360 working, so they
Yeah,
actually
you
had to
mentioned that.
disable
yeah.
that.
It's about time they do a graphic overhaul, though.
The
Well,
graphics engine does need working on.
yeah, that is coming. Like we've all
Yeah,
seen.
I have been.
Yeah, we've seen the story on it that they're building their own new graphics.
Yeah.
from
I've been listening
ground
to
up.
the podcast from the iRacing boys.
I must be an old
And-
fuddy, don't I? Just think what they give us now is amazing. I know that it'll just keep getting better, but yeah,
Oh, this is a
I don't
pretty
know.
old engine.
Yeah,
yeah.
this is really
yeah.
this
I
is
know,
the same.
I know it's only going to
It's
get
not-
better, but yeah, I'm already blown away with what we've got, to be honest.
And I think when they do the improve, then you'll actually have a bit more pressure on your GPU instead of it all being on the CPU. So
Yeah.
The problem there is they don't utilise all the cores that we have in the CPUs.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
and remember,
Can you guys
the
wake me up when
Pirates.
you stop talking about computers?
Zippy gave up after we said push the on button.
Now I know Pete Verme here.
Yeah, he's coming in.
He had a black flag, because we end up having a discussion in the middle of the race about this one. So I'm assuming he sped coming out of the pits.
Oh,
There was crossing the line. There was a line.
Oh, crossing the blue line.
Yeah.
Yep. Which
They
is
were getting
common
it
at
a
this
lot.
track.
Yeah, they were
but
getting
the
it in
blue cone-
split one and stuff where they were coming out and staying too far to the right or something like that, and they were getting.
And I think it's a 40-second stop and hold or something, if I remember
Yep.
rightly.
It's big.
Yeah,
I remember when I first came to this track, like whenever we first got it, it took me about 10 attempts to get out of the pits before I realised that I was crossing that blue line. You know, that you had to follow the fence all the way down, and just I don't know. It was just,
I remember,
it took me a long time to realise that. Oh, okay, that's what that blue line and that blue cone's for.
I remember Marty Hansen having that issue too when we first come here. It was like, he's going, what the hell's going on? Like, dude, you're crossing the line.
Because I would have done something like jumped out here on a Sunday morning or something, and of course all the Aussies are still asleep. So, yeah, you just play around and why can't I get out of the pits without being penalised? But yeah, of course once you realise, you feel like a clown. But yeah, it took me a long time just to work out what I had to do just to get out of the pit lane.
Well, even in the our strength of field race, I was trying to catch somebody and turn just a fraction too early coming out of that lane and crossed the line and got myself a drive-through.
How does it work if you're the car that's out on track? I mean, assuming there's no one in that lane, can you swing across to the fence or not?
No.
yeah.
No. You get a slowdown if you go that far over. As soon as you cross that blue line, your wheels go completely over the blue line, you get a slowdown. So, because you can hear it my spotter tells me when people have got slowdowns and things like that.
Interesting. You haven't got that app, have you, Luke?
No, but there was no need to go out that wide.
No, but I'm saying is, if you got one that your spotter tells you if someone's got a slowdown.
No.
Well, that's a new gadget for you.
Luke hasn't got enough gadgets.
Luke could never have enough gadgets.
He's got two heads to try and entertain.
That's why he's got so many screens you
Tasmania.
can look at it.
Is he from Tassie?
Yeah.
That's why I don't have incidents, because I can see out both windows.
All right, you know South Australians prove that Tasmanians can swim, don't you?
That's what they say.
Yep, I have heard that.
And you only have to look at Dave Baldock for the proof.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Do you reckon he can swim?
Well, somebody
he can pull off a horse.
In a cutter pool.
He's gone very quiet in the chat too, by the way.
I know. I've
Yeah.
because I always
Then
get
I
in
know.
trouble from certain members of my team that we don't watch the chat enough, so that's why I've kept the chat pretty much level with it. It's nice and quiet tonight.
Now,
But then being half an hour behind, most of the country's probably falling asleep.
They did. Looking at the profile pics of Russell who are in there, do you reckon that's him? Because that looks like the guy that.
It's Jeffrey Dahmer, isn't it?
No, I thought it was the guy that did Waco.
Could
Yeah, it could be.
It's either that or it's Weird Al Yankovic.
be. No, it's definitely not him.
Safety car's young.
Russell's got the lead.
Good to see Russell back. The guy can definitely drive.
Yep. So Pete Vermey's just got out of the pits.
Oh, he's holding
leading
them.
the race, after leading the race comfortably. I think he went through in the safety car. I think he went through the pits 3 times, trying to clear the black road before he figured out it was a
So
First to last. That sucked.
Ross Watson up into 3rd spot. Well done, Ross.
go.
Yeah, good on you, mate.
Where was back in his original spot?
Yeah, after that, where he sort of fell off a little bit there.
Matt McQuillan up 12. Peter Latham up 16. Andrew Galley up 10. Craig Healy up 13. Alex Kiddis up 19. Lester Craig up 18. Todd Martin up 12. The biggest movers. Mark, you're up 9. Well done.
Yeah, early stop. Didn't bother stopping on that last safety car.
You were the first of the 2 stoppers there, Roy?
Alex at 2
No, he started.
Yeah.
Started from pit lane.
Good lane. Yeah. Yep.
I think he finally served his penalty that he got a while ago, but this time he served it.
I am still surprised that he had to ask about exiting pit lane. You should already know those rules.
What's the rules? I don't know.
Well, if you've got a pit lane start,
You have to
that
wait.
you're starting from the blue cones and wait for everyone to pass.
Yeah.
But that's, that's
in the
common
rules.
knowledge. No.
I haven't been naughty enough to get that far.
I was just going to say, maybe you're not one of
Yeah,
those
no,
guys
I
that
haven't.
gets pit lane starts very often.
Yeah, but even if
Or
you
at all.
don't need to, instead of like it's the rules are written and
You should
have
know.
Wait.
I don't think they're written. I think they're typed.
Okay, you are correct.
I think everyone
Yep.
types these days.
I was in pits. We came in, and safety car comes out, and I was trying to exit the pits, but the pit limit is on and all that. And they've gone pit exit is closed, and I'm going to myself, shit,
Whoop.
what do I do? And so I just stopped, and then Coleman said, "Oh, you actually did exit the pit lane, so you can go." So I was like, shit, because I had the safety car coming up. It was only about 8 seconds behind me. But I was too scared to lose any points in case.
So when's Dave Baldock going to update Paul Preston's paint job? Because we did say last week that he really hadn't put enough effort into this, and we believe that he could do better.
Oh, Dave.
Dave's done. Yeah, Dave's doing calls. As you can see, it's very similar to Dave's car.
He doesn't have the time now with all his fans.
Well, he needs to lift.
He's spending all day signing his fans' autographs and sending them
Stuck
off.
in an autograph signing all day.
It took him 3 seconds.
He writes slowly though.
Oh, well, I thought you just turned the switch off.
He went out and bought a stamp because he thought there was going to be so many fans now.
There's only one fan Dave's got, and that's the electric one that plugs in to keep him cool.
No, I'm his number one fan. I'm rooting for him this season.
What,
This
can't he
is
do
lucky.
it on his
I'll
own?
let-
Must be happy about that.
Well, then I can see then I can see a penalty coming your way from John Van Reed. He'll be dead to you.
Don't worry, the committee already hate me.
Yeah, the best way for the committee to like you.
It's
Complain
Join
on
it.
the-
Join the committee.
Everybody loves you, Dippy.
it's not a bad.
We know you.
not a bad,
Well, we used to
idea.
anyway.
Used to. Nice battles going on now. You can just see something's going to happen.
I think they're doing the hairpin quite well.
Yeah, this car
I
doesn't
must
turn
admit,
around
compared
as
to
well
the
as
I was
split
I was
4 one,
behind
this
a
looks
couple.
pretty tidy, doesn't it?
I was behind a couple that was really struggling at the hairpin. Hazy.
I noticed it
Pink.
wanted to understeer as the tyres got older at the head.
and I think it was also there were people who were doing it in second gear. I was first.
I was
So
definitely
they're-
second.
I was first.
Yeah. I just didn't like. I always found it struggled to get around the corner in second. First, just allowed me to coast it in, point it, and then just put my foot back down again and go.
You just had to keep it tight and go out a little bit wide. but with the marble-
There were definitely laps where I did use first, but it was normally because I was, felt like I was trying to pull it back from oversteering, from understeering.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see the split to broadcast because you obviously see a lot more than where you are driving. But I don't know how many actually tried to cut the chicane. I'd cut the last turn and spin people around from going in too early. So I don't think there was too many.
Must admit, like that was one place I didn't even bother trying. I just didn't feel there was enough room to be able to. The old car you used to be able to go side by side.
Yes, that's what I mean. Yeah.
But this one you couldn't. I know.
Oh, you could. I got past there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I had Ken later dive on the inside. There's just nothing you can do. You have to go out wide.
Yeah. I know Brad and I later on in the race have a bit of a side by side through the last half dozen corners, and I just don't think that hairpin. When two cars are trying to go through the hairpin, it doesn't quite work.
I'm really impressed with Will Munro here. I mean, it's good to see him back up and near the front.
Yeah, I've noticed all season he's been doing really well.
Yeah, he's just that's really good from Will. I hate to say it, but I'm saying it.
He must have
I'm not going to say it.
putting some effort in.
The breakdown.
Yeah, I must admit I have seen him a bit in practice at night time. So yes, but it's good. It's some reward for him.
Maybe he's finished being loved up. Now he's got time to practice.
Yeah. Well, I didn't hear him
That's someone's
doing a wrist injury.
Yeah, I think that's Pete.
Well, that's because he's not using it.
That's right. There's no wrist.
It's no wrist work.
Ooh,
Yeah.
bit of a stack up there at the hip.
Yeah, I think because Pete had no power, no one could get out of the corner because his engine had popped because he coasts into the pits. So he's gone from leading the race
Yep.
Yeah.
to those drive-throughs to a popped engine. Like, and I mean, he was comfortably out in front.
I think I popped a couple in practice on the Atlanta setup.
Learning
But here goes. This is my thing, Roy. For the first 2 nights of the practice sessions, I'd forgotten to change the setup from previous week. So I was running around on road layer doing like 22 ones. Then I realised after a little bit of coaching from my teammates going, he's got the wrong setup. That how bad the setup really was, the actual setup. The Road Atlanta setup didn't feel too bad there. So that says a lot for having one setup, change a diff ratio every now and again.
It was a beautiful move there by Daryl Callahan there.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I agree, Hamish. He's putting some extra practice in, and he's reaping the rewards. So it's good to see some of the older brigade starting to improve.
Yeah, it gets noticed though. Yeah, as I say, I sort of noticed all season it's been going on.
There you go. Ross popped 2 engines in the first 2 weeks as well.
Yep.
In practice or in a
Yeah,
race?
but he's rough.
In the race.
Well,
Wow.
you know.
Yep.
Treats him like he's sheep.
Yeah, rough.
He's used to grabbing hold of that wool and pulling it back.
Alex, get us in for a
right
stop.
into that one.
Yeah, Alex pitted, because I was right behind Alex when he pitted then. So we'd hit that number of get home, so I figured that's why he pitted. 31 was my number in my head. So he's just got his last pit stop out of the way.
So we're basically halfway through the race, and we've had
Nearly,
that
yeah.
one safety car. Other than that, it's been a pretty clean race, really.
Putting some pressure on. I mean, my computer's not that fantastic or anything like that. It's pretty old now, and you don't get to see what you see on the broadcast. You know, it is. Andrew said it's amazing how clear it is and how realistic it looks. You know, and how much it's improved over 12 years.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Because I started out in a 55-inch screen.
Yeah.
Now I'm running, 100 hertz one.
Yeah,
Nice.
see, way back when I started, I bought a wheel, and then I think within a week I went out and bought 3 27-inch screens. I've always run triples. I've just never known any differently. But yeah, I must admit I'm wrapped with what I've got now. But I only changed those at like Christmas time, and yeah, those other ones I've never known any different than triples.
Oh, look, I was amazed. I was amazed how good Luke's setup is. It's I'd love to have a good week there. I was just having a go at that, and he's got a great setup, and he's had to adjust all his monitors to lower them down because he had to buy a new seat, and because he's that short, he's had to lower all the monitors down.
I still think we should have just stretched him, Zippy.
Yeah,
It'll fit you perfect, Zippy. It'll fit you perfect now.
Or borrowed Pecky's phone books would have done the trick for you too.
I did say to get a booster seat, but he took umbrage to that.
I think Bulldog's got one too, hasn't he?
Well, he probably does. I mean, he does ride a Shetland pony that looks like a real pony.
See, this is my retirement. See, when I'm older and I can sell it, I'll be rich.
You will be.
Yes.
Good luck with that, bud.
Yeah, I was going to say good luck with that, yeah. There's a lot of good sim rigs out there.
Oh, no, it's just a never-ending thing, is it?
Always evolving.
Well,
Always.
I look at it as like, it's my hobby, so, what I put into this is...
I look at people like David Logsdale. He's 15 years older than me. If I'm still doing this in 15 years' time, then I've just made a really good investment in future-proofing my rig. I'm not saying it'll last the next 15 years, but you've got to keep doing it along the way, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, look, I've only got the triples and the Logitech steering wheel and all that pedals, and I think my next move will be upgrading the computer.
Yes, that is my next thing. I'll probably end of the year, I reckon. Maybe beginning, have a look at the end of year, Black Friday. What are they? No,
Friday sales.
Christmas sale, Boxing Day sale stuff. I'll probably have a look around then.
Like, I've only got all the mid-range kind of stuff, and I reckon I'll spend easy 10k.
Yep.
Okay.
I remember I was listening
Ross
to
got
a
the pressure
podcast,
on him here.
and my wife said something about the guy goes, So you've spent a minimum of $5,000. And my wife goes, you haven't spent that much. And I went, okay. If
Okay.
anything happens to me,
Did someone say KFC?
I go, if anything happens to me, this is roughly what everything's worth. And she went, oh, you spent more than that. I went, yes, I have.
You never told me that.
Well, when
I
you
was
just buy
like-
things a bit at a time, no one knows how much you've spent.
It was like when I
Yeah.
first started, I was listening to a couple of guys, I think they were a couple of Americans, and one said, I've spent about 7,000 on my rig, and I'm thinking, oh, what have I got myself in for here?
Yeah, it's good pressure now. Oh, what's happened here? Got him. He's got him. Did Ross go into the
Got him.
wall in?
No,
no.
Side by side. No.
He's got the run. So there you go. These two have just proved that you can do it.
Yeah, and he would have been bit in the rubble there too. Marbles.
It might have been a rubber ball.
You can rub the
Little
weight.
wiggle. Little wiggle. I mean,
Yes,
Ronnie's being handicapped by being in the same room as Pecky, so.
They
So-
brought the others into it now, though.
Marcus.
Yes.
I've got my holiday booked. 31st of August, you'll see me.
31st? Yep.
31st of August, I'll be up. that way.
Oh.
Oh, someone went in the wall there.
Yeah, Ron was a late dive down the inside. And I think that little touch when the car's unbalanced. That's sort of the end of it, isn't it?
Yep.
And it's a terrible spot to be in. Well, it looks like he's not facing the right way. Oh no, he's got going now, so.
And now wheels up in the fourth.
And
Yeah,
putting
I do
pressure
know-
on Brett.
I do know of an incident that is upcoming.
Oh, come on.
If you jump on board with Lester Craig, it happens in a couple of laps time. It is the most incredible.
Do you mean it in the car?
There you go, in car.
Just on the phone.
So it's on the next lap. 37, 38. So,
While
yeah.
you're at it, Mark, give us a lap guide.
Me a lap guide? No. You're kidding here, aren't you?
Alright,
Well,
slam it
I'm
back
third.
to first.
I'm back to third here.
Third, yep. Down to
Through
second.
Here, back to second. Run over the garden. Should be over the garden.
Hit that wall.
Make it second. Yep. Up to third. So you
Try
then
and
cut.
get that edge of that
Yep.
corner.
Perfect.
Third up
And then-
around here.
Then
Yep,
just try
third.
and get over those last couple of ripple strips.
Yep.
Try
and then,
to miss that wall. Up to fifth.
Or third.
I was just running to fourth and then using
Down to third here.
third. Yep. And then just coasting. And I found if I went to fifth, you have that because you've only just sort of got there. That struggle. I was fourth, and then back to third. Some of the guys I know were
Yep.
holding third all the way down there.
I was fourth. back
Same.
to third, yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, third or.
yeah, some guys were just bouncing on the limiter. And then at the 500 meter between the 5 and 4.
That wall on the left was the one that was catching me all week, and yeah, it caught me with 5 laps to go too. But
Back
Third.
to second.
Second here,
Just that I went to second about here,
and then first for me.
and then turned.
Second.
Yeah,
And then
second for me.
Second now,
Go.
and now
Third.
Oh, okay. This I know what this is. I remember because this happens. Yes. So I'm 2 cars up in front here.
Oh, there's one.
So there's
car.
Ron
Yeah.
again. He's gone off again. I'd say he's bent his steering or whatever, and then hit the brakes at the end there, and it's not pulled up.
Over the blame motor.
For the amount of practice Lester had this week, he's actually doing some good laps.
Which
He's up 21.
Is this it? Oh, maybe it's the next lap.
I think it's the next lap.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also Lester is coming out of China as well, so
Yes.
He doesn't have a problem. Apparently, he doesn't have a problem coming out of China. He's got to have a VPN for Discord.
Oh, okay.
Well, with their speeds now, he wouldn't have any issues.
But he'd be monitored for everything he does, though. They'll be watching everything he does. It's hard to. You can't do anything about the Chinese government knowing what you're doing.
Yeah, so it happens on this lap.
Yeah, because there's a whole lot of cars altogether.
Oh, Lester will be able to go and visit the Prime Minister. He's just flying over there as we speak.
Would you want to, though?
He's obviously going to get a whole lot of cheap gear while he's over there, so...
He'd be our first Chinese... he's not Chinese, but he'd be our first Chinese resident.
You sure? I mean, a name like that screams.
Does it?
Yeah, absolutely. Mandarin.
Mandarin.
Yeah, there's one car.
There was
someone off there.
Yeah, there was 3 or 4 cars in front of me had a crash, and I think I end up getting a couple of spots here because I'm just up in front there.
Oh, she's on.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh!
What happened there? Stopped in the middle of the track.
Yeah, I went one
Nowhere
side.
to go.
Brad went the other side when we were racing together there.
That wheel near went through the windscreen.
No, didn't it? That, yeah.
Maybe we should have been on the yellow car to see what actually happened. Wow, that was
look at that.
Yeah.
I saw a tyre on the bonnet then.
Yeah, folded up, and then he's luckily it's fixed itself enough that he's at least got something to operate with.
Fixed. He's got sparks.
I think that was the end of his night.
Yeah.
I think he'd run out of fast repairs and everything.
Oh, that would be an hour repair, that thing.
Yeah, it was a bit Carl Ryan, wasn't it?
Bit of duct tape and a couple of wires, get fixed.
The old heart starter, that would have been.
Yeah, it's nothing worse than when everybody parts and there's a car just sitting there and there's nothing you can do. Remember Scotty Perrins one time at Oran Park. We were all nose to tail, and next thing everyone went everywhere, and there was Scotty in the middle of the track, and I just ploughed him.
Oran Park. What a great track that not is.
Another car there.
Oh.
It's so strange how you don't get any
tail slap.
that. Yeah, that's another one that you're listening to or reading what Hamish has written there. Robbie's VR froze again, so another VR issue. And that's where his car is there in the middle.
It's their spoiler.
Oh, AJ.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
Robbie car's wide. Jeez.
Oh, here we go.
Who's got to back out, Andrew? You sit there going, oh shit. Well,
I didn't even know I didn't have a front on it. Probably better I didn't know.
so we got down to 22nd there without anyone being a lap down. The track's taking its toll.
Yeah, well, look at the cars. Look at the amount of damage on some of these cars. And it's not just one side, it's both sides of the car that's damaged.
Yeah, as I say, I had a reasonably clean race, but I still went the wall 2 or 3 times. So.
Did we just see Bruce McLeod there with the camera?
I think you might have.
Was it dark there?
No, it just looked like him.
You know how he's a bit of a vampire and likes it to be dark.
Oh, I don't know that.
Oh, you haven't done strength of field races where you start the race and then all of a sudden they go dark? And he goes, I put afternoon. Sunset. I put sunset. Yeah, they put it at the sun setting. So you just start the race. It's like somebody switches the lights off. Road America with no lights.
Oh,
In the dark. You thought Coda was bad.
no, you haven't been around Coda.
I have.
Coda, that was, oh.
Andrew, you come into the pit for your last stop.
I actually found that replay a couple of weeks back. I might have to dig it out and see if I can't get it recorded.
James Broadman's into the pit.
I'm just going to step away from the headset and throw a woolly jumper on, or as Zippy would say, pull up another sheep.
Get your girlfriend to lay on top of you.
Throw the sheep over the shoulder. Someone just disappeared.
Yep.
Up in pit lane.
Yep, it's getting to that point where everyone's starting to run out of juice now. Let's just get home.
Well, 20 laps on a set's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's basically the race split in thirds, so...
And you still have to do a slash, a little
A little splash. Yes,
little splash if you don't get safety cars.
Yeah. But I need 20 litres where I know everybody else is sort of...
What they say, they said, watching split one, and there's about 45 to a minute to a pit stop.
Yep. Yeah, for a normal pit stop, just to drive in and drive out, it's a little bit longer, but it's not much because you've got such a long pit lane here.
I thought they were all going slowly. I thought we were in the safety car.
No, so
I think I took 60 litres at the first stop and 63 at the second. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, it was about 130 litres, I think, was my number that I had in my head.
127, yeah, that was roughly
Yeah. Just depending on your burn, and then obviously, like, when we did have the safety car, it was save as much as you can to reduce that time. Because I think when I when I topped up, I had 25 litres to go and only needed 20.
Yeah, I took my fast repair at that second stop there, so I got my bumper back.
Yep, the spoiler again.
Actually, now that I think about it, yeah, I knew I had damage, that's why I took it. I took the fast repair, so yeah.
Brett Horsell's got that extra point.
In front of it.
Yeah, well, staying out, that's basically, at this point now, that's what my thoughts are. Can I stay out and get myself a point for leading the race? Knowing that I've probably got more fuel on board than anybody else at this point.
And David Duddell, he's also another guy to watch in the next few weeks. I reckon he's
getting there.
These practice times are getting better and better, and I think he's doing a bit of work with Michael Stewart as well, and he's getting into that group. So
seems to be settling in fairly quickly, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Last week he was as quick as I was at Road Atlanta, so I think just bad luck at the moment. And I think again that's one of those things where if he does strength of field on a Monday night, that race practice I think will help him a heap.
And here comes Will Munro up the back. Another one of those two stoppers. He should move up that field quite a bit when other guys start going into pits.
Ross been put under a lot of pressure here.
Hey Jay, if you were to make Mark Dials 9, another lap or so, you should go on me.
Go on to what? Onto you?
Onto me, yeah. About a lap and a half away from things that make Mark Dials Day. So Nathan and I were running about the same pace in this race. Like, I only got by him because there'd been a crash in front of us, and he got slowed up slightly more than I did. But we were just running laps and slowly catching the guys in front of us, which I think we brought them back by about 2 seconds at this point. And we were like, "Yep, this is good."
It's going to be interesting when everyone's pitted because it's getting tight there between Boardman and Uren and Dell.
Yep, and then you've got, who's got through, who's got what on those ones, and then you'll see here heaps of them. This lap, or maybe it's the next lap,
You just wanted to have more screen
yeah.
time.
Just
didn't
on
you?
screen time, yeah.
Look at me, look at me.
Look at me, look at me. Yeah, it's the next lap. So if you've got anything to go have a look at for a little bit, it's the next lap for me.
We'll stay with it.
So can we see the burger go and maybe a drink bottle or something?
No, because it's what fits on the camera there.
Yeah, that's
the
it.
little-
It's on
that's the
all of them.
little-
That's just the way it's painted to me.
Yeah. Everyone's got that black. If you have a look behind, black camera. It's just
Yeah.
that mine's painted as a burger.
Yeah, where's ours, AJ?
You don't need a burger.
Well,
We all want a chubby.
Yeah, everyone wants a chub. What are you talking about?
I think that was the reason you got your first chubby.
That's it.
You got the chubby on the car, so may as well give it to you.
Yeah, speaking of chubbies, hopefully Sean Van der Mullen's out there getting better. Look forward to him coming back. I hear he's going to jump into RC for a while.
Yeah, yep. Heard that. So was that on the sim that he broke his wrist, or was it a real race?
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't
In
really.
practice.
I don't really know, but practice or what, I don't know. But, yeah, very interesting because you hear a lot of stories like that with the steering wheel. You get your hand in the wrong position, it hits the wall, and it really, especially if the full speed, that's really bad.
Yeah.
Really strong.
So basically, at this point, I'm just thinking, I want to get a point for leading the laps of the race, and then I'm just going to take my last pit stop because we're close enough to the end to do that. And then the beauty of my spotter is, as I get onto the back straight here, I hear that Brett's gone in, so I know I'm going to take the lead of the race. So I'm going to get my point.
So at this stage,
What are you using as a spotter?
I use Dre, it's Digital Race Engineer. So
Yep.
as we get to the end of the straight here, I suffer the Mark Dial issue of last week where my screen froze.
Oh no.
Oh,
Solid hit.
And then I just had to sit there and then when the car moves is when I finally got it back. So that's 9.5 minutes worth of damage.
you could buff that out. So you obviously use that. So,
Bump it out.
I used it at the beginning of the race when I did all, so that's why I knew it was 9. And then here I'm going, shit, I'm trying to get across to the pits.
Yes. I did that once before this race where I hit the guy trying to go into the pits.
So
Yeah, it doesn't
that's
leave you
the
much
end.
room, does it?
yeah, that was the end of my race. So
So
I
you
was just
can.
going to
You
say,
gotta
so
tell
you're
us-
really not here because you won the
You, know,
race.
you didn't win the race. I'm sitting there going, you've won the race. You've won this race.
no,
Is them-
that was it. That was so. I think I probably would have been in about. I would have come out somewhere, probably in 6th.
Yeah, you would have been good, yeah.
And I would have had probably the freshest tyres in the field. Was my guess, because I spoke to Nathan afterwards, and he had to take probably about twice as much fuel, if not slightly more than I had to take, just to see roughly where he was and where I would have popped out. So, yeah, I think I would have been somewhere around 5th or 6th, where I would have come out. But I think the lead that Russ and Dave had, I probably would have got anywhere with those guys. But who knows? You just don't know what we're doing in those last few laps with good tyres.
And the beauty of that is that I gained spot out.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I ended up racing. I came out. By the time I come out, I'm in 33rd, and it's like, do I even bother? And you know what? I kept going, and I picked up another 3 spots before the end of the race. So
What was the 75%? 40 what?
I think 47. I think it was 47 for some reason. So I'd already done the 75%, but I picked up 2 spots or 3 spots before the end of the race. So yeah, they might not mean it. This will probably end up being the drop round, but you just never know.
Yeah, pointy points.
Yeah.
Take them when you can.
Somehow I knew there'd be a Snoop Dogg comment.
At this stage, David's looking like going to take the lead. Beautiful move during all the pits.
Yeah, but did he underfeel?
Oh, don't know.
5 seconds up the road. So.
Yeah.
And it depends on what people are using. Like, I tend to, like, if I don't have anything, I'll trust iRacing, but because I've got mine set for, I think, half a lap more as my number for the autofill for iRacing, but I have all my other stuff set at about 0.2, 0.3. And then I'll pick somewhere in between it. And it depends too.
I must admit, I always feel a lot easier when I hear that there's 10 laps to go, and then I've got my one's has got 11 laps of fuel left. Yeah. Nice feeling knowing you've got enough.
That's the beauty of my spotter. So with the last 5 laps to go, it told me that I could use an extra 3 litres a lap if I wanted to. That's how much I had spare up my sleeve after putting it in the wall and having a 9-minute repair. But like at Road Atlanta the other week, it told me with 10 laps to go that I was basically 200 mils short per lap, so I needed to save that little bit. So I did that in the middle of the race. And then once it told me I was good to get home, I just put my foot down and went.
Yeah, I use Z1 dashboard, I always have, but I must admit the main reason for using it was that it looked good at the time.
Yeah.
But it is it's really good for the fuel calculations and everything else, and it tells I've got it set so voice tells me my lap time at the end of each lap and how much fuel how many laps of fuel I've got left.
Yep. Well, I've got JRT on my tablet. I use, and then I've got the digital race engineer.
Yeah, I might look into that actually.
Yeah, it's a subscription. Like I got it at Christmas when it was half price. The voice,
the
voice command
dashboard's a subscription too.
Yeah, the voice command thing could be better, but they keep updating it and slowly getting better. So there's stuff that I've noticed in the 6 months I've had it that's improved. And the more people who use it, then it actually shares information across users.
Yep.
So when people run up, so that when people, if you're in a race with somebody who has it as well, and somebody runs off the track and there's debris on the track, then the next car will get the information quicker because the engineer shares with other engineers in the race. So
yeah, gotcha.
Oh, do I wake up again?
Yeah.
Push the on buttons a bit.
Yeah, that'd be too much for Zippy.
Oh my God. It does sound exciting though, but yeah.
So what, you tell it how much fuel you want to add? And
No,
does it for you? Yeah.
Oh, you can, but it'll also. So I've got it just so it tells me as soon as I drive into the pits how much it thinks I need. I'll look at what JRT says, and I'll have a look at what iRacing's saying, and generally I'll pick something in between those numbers, which works out for me most of the time.
Getting down to the pointy end now.
Yeah, except the voice stuff doesn't work quite as well as it could.
Yeah, I like it. I sort of watched Tesla's streams, and he'll go, he'll ask how much litres he wants to put in, so it's quite good.
That's the crew chief one, does that one. I've used that one before. The Dre one has got some really good stuff in it. Like, you know, I know my fuel numbers in practice because it tells me it's got an analyzer and it goes, this is what you need. Here's options on how you can do the run. When you can stop and that. But a lot of the time I'll just do those calculations myself. But something a little different. I just thought I'd give it a go for the year and see what I thought of it.
Someone's name we haven't mentioned much, Todd Martin. He's up 17, he's doing a great job. Fletcher Christensen up 13. Craig Healy up 14. Matt McMillan up 11. Steve Vella up 10. So yeah, there's some good climbers there.
No, there we go. Dave's just gone into the pits. So maybe he was like me. Maybe he'd taken a stop under the safety car and that's how he'd got that far up the field.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Just moving everyone up.
I think this will be James, unless something happens dramatically. I can't see James Boardman being in split 3 anymore. I think he's definitely got capabilities to be in the top 10 in split 2.
I don't think there's a great deal of difference between the top 10 in split 3 and the middle of split 2.
A lot of the times are so close now, isn't it? Like it just depends on what split you've landed in, and that's all there is to it, really. Get used to racing who you're racing, but the difference between the splits now, the top of the split and the bottom of the other split is pretty minimal these days.
And I mean, what did we have? Like 28 cars or something, all in under a second of each other in qualifying still. Like, it's ridiculous, like how tight. Like the numbers are pretty close. Like, there's no one that you sit there and go, and this week it's Russ is out in front. Last week it was me. The week before it was somebody else. Like, it's not like there's a person in here dominating at the moment.
And that's what you want, though, isn't it? For a broadcast to watch, to race, you want to have a chance.
Yeah, I think my quali was 0.3 off my PB, and it was 26. But probably if I'd done a PB, I probably would have been in the top 20. I haven't looked at the times, but that's how close they all are. If I'd had a ripper and done 3/10 better, I probably would have been 6 spots better off.
Yeah. But it's amazing how sometimes a 10th is 5-6 spots in here at the moment. It's crazy. And that's what I'm sort of noticing with myself. It's just switching yourself on for those 3 laps, especially for me it's almost 10, 11 o'clock on a Thursday night. It's never normally goes as I can never normally pull out a time that I can pull out on a Sunday afternoon when I'm well rested. Yeah. there you go. Maybe you need to have a nana nap before the race, and you'll be good.
Yeah, look, it's like you said, it's getting so hot up in the front. I mean, split 2. You know, look, my PB would have only got me 17th. They're wickedly fast now, but it's not just 1 or 2. I mean, a couple of seasons ago was Logan. Last season, Dean. 2 seasons ago was Dean and that. But now you got no idea who's going to win the race.
Well, you look at split 2. Like, you've got so many guys who are, once upon a time guaranteed split 1 guys, and now all of a sudden you go, well, you're back in split 2. Like, split 2's become split 1.5 now. Split 3's really split 2.5, and you're almost like, and John Van Rey will kill me, but if you went to there goes Mark. If you go to 5,
everyone, someone mentions 5, he says I'm hanging up the pad.
I know, but again, if you went to 5, imagine how ridiculously close the splits would be then all of a sudden as well.
Yeah, and obviously we don't have the clientele to run 5, but geez, you've got the sheep on the paddock to run 5.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it's not the fact that we haven't got enough drivers to run 5. It's finding the admin to run it. It's everything that we want it to be run at. I mean, you could do a half-assed job of it, but who wants that? So
no, but lost my train of thought though. But last season in Split 2, I mean, we started with like 49 drivers or so, and by the last 3 weeks, we're lucky to get 33 in a race because everyone had just dived off and couldn't be bothered racing anymore.
That happens every season, though, doesn't it? I mean, there's the guys that are just there every week, regardless. But there's definitely an element that if you've had the shitty first 6 rounds, you're probably not going to put in too much effort to show up for the last 3 or 4.
And I don't get that because we pay for this. It's not like the old days when we first started the league and it was everybody rocked up and that was it. You pay for the league, and not everyone's going to win. And there's I've gone from the heights of first last week to 33rd this week.
Yeah, I mean, the way
he's gone. Yep. Phil's been really showing some improvement, but obviously this is again one of those races that wasn't his better race.
He's still he's still learning the ropes. I mean, the guy doesn't even know how to pronounce his last name.
Actually, I think I did
I'm
see
sure he knows.
Discord about this the other day.
But he's
Discord or somewhere. I seen this the other day how to pronounce it.
Yeah, look, it's the opposite to auto. It's like the car. It's a manual car. But it just sounds so much better. Manuel, it's like this
Mexican.
Some Spanish. I can't remember what Manuel was in Falcon. Oh
no.
Yes,
Roy!
I remember. Yeah, I've just got my car fixed. I'm just going. Just stay still.
That little mistake by Phil has put Will up into 5th. This is his best result at the moment.
Oh,
a long time.
That was close.
Yeah, Russ almost killed him.
I think I seen someone the other day said that this would have been a better race if it was about 15 laps shorter, and I do think. I do think that's the case. I think it's 63 laps was too long.
You know what? It is part and parcel of what the league is. We've got short. Remember when we used to have just long races?
For 40 cars,
63
laps on this track. It's too many.
But look at Russ. He's done well. He's leading the race. He's kept it all together.
Yeah,
You
I
got
didn't,
James.
I didn't think it was too long. It
And you
was a
had
long
4
race.
people. You had 4 people do that.
Yeah, but you know what? Like it's part of the challenge.
Yeah, I get it. It's a part of the challenge, but I'm saying this was too long. Simple as that.
Think it was. It was
15
long,
laps
but
shorter, and this would have been a nicer race for everyone.
Yeah, I think
Mate.
I think this track opens the door for the lower drivers to have a chance, because the better, faster drivers can crash. So it gives you a bit more of a chance. If there's Bruce Passat behind that guy again. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
is that Mark Dial again? This is why he hated it at this point, because he'd had enough of this guy.
No, I got tagged.
Yeah, sorry, Mark. You were right. If the race had been shorter, that wouldn't have happened.
No, I couldn't care less about that. At this stage, I can tell you when I was over it, when the fucking green flag went down. That's when I was over it.
But you were upset with the brake bias too.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, if we can't get a set of drivers, who's going to keep it constant and keep it right and keep it so that everyone's got a fair shot at it. And I don't think he is. Not everyone knows how to drive a car at 7 degrees of slip angle, except for about the top half of split 1. The other half of the league wouldn't have even heard of slip angle and wouldn't know how to do it.
I wouldn't know what slip angle is either.
Yeah.
There you go.
So we can guess that.
But
we can guess that Dom's. Yep, there we go. Dom's just fallen. I guess that was the case he'd had in there, that he wished it was 5 laps shorter. So there you go. I knew that something was coming for him as well.
Why? What happened to him?
He's just dropped 4 spots.
Look, I got no answer. For someone that knows nothing about cars and stuff, I love the fact that you can get the car. I don't have to worry about anything, and yeah, you just play with your brake bias and your throttle map and all that sort of stuff. But what would you suggest? Would you suggest one car setup and you just tweak the diff ratio for every race?
I think what Mark's saying for this particular case is we should be running the same slave cylinders all season, so that everyone has the same. It's the same brakes all the time.
And there's a little bit of an argument going on about the amount of people who have hours and hours and hours of time to spend in the sim versus the people who don't. Again, it comes back to if you don't have the time, you don't have the time to learn those subtle changes. Like we got in that setup the other day, and I think all of our eyes would have popped out of our heads. All 200 drivers would have looked at that and went, "Holy shit!"
I must admit though, I had fun this week. I was fully concentrating.
Yeah, it's a fun track if you didn't stay out of trouble.
But but I didn't stay out of trouble. But it was last week. I was bored. I was bored shitless last week. It's like, oh god, this is not fun anymore. But this week it was a lot better. So I suppose you're going to get that each week after week, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, look at AJ. Like, he hasn't had the world's greatest race, but look at him. He's 23rd. Like, comfortably sitting in a group of cars. Oh, actually, maybe he's by himself. 11 seconds one way and that. But like, compared to, that's a race that there's been other weeks where he's been back and that's it. Or, Okay,
I don't know. I look pretty
exactly
beat up.
maybe AJ's not.
I told you I had to drag it home.
We're looking from the rear.
Oh,
there we go.
Oh no, those are.
Oh, he's on the painted line. Jeez.
Evening, David Logsdale.
I knew I finished the race, and even I thought I blew an engine just then.
Yes, so did we.
Yeah, that's what I thought that.
Oh, well, you're still there. You're doing your best.
I mean, just look at all the cars that are all bent in this track at the moment.
Yeah, I think
As
the whole.
I said, I was actually a bit angry with myself because I got to within about 5 laps to the end, and then
It's coming right to the end. So, who are we thinking about? Driver of the day?
a wide
Well,
range.
Craig Healy's up 17 spots. That's a pretty bloody good effort.
Yeah. What about Steve Vella? Like, he's come into the league. He's kept his nose clean. 12 spots. I mean,
Rookie.
I normally jump up and down and say Craig does really well storming forward like he has, but, he does that every week too, so.
Yeah, Steve's a great guy. He's done a lot of officials.
Yeah.
I think Brett Warsaw comes close every bloody week and doesn't get looked at, but
Didn't he get looked at last week?
He got looked at, but he didn't get properly. But one of my personal favourites there, I'm going to go Will Munro at the moment, unless something happens. He's going to be on top of my list.
Oh, please, he's up one spot. He's never
Yeah.
Yeah, but he hasn't been
but it's
that
still
high.
he's
not a rookie either.
Yep. Not all about how many spots you've gained. Will has had a good run, and he's, as we said earlier, he's having a good season. So, yeah, maybe you're right, Zippy.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, James Boardman's been great all day, and Callahan as well. He's back up to the front where he should be, and you can't knock Russell Uren. What a great race he's had. Last lap. They'll probably all crash and none of them will finish.
Even Andrew Kelly's had a pretty good race up 13.
Yeah.
Mark Dial's up 14.
I'm sure Alex didn't finish.
Maybe he doesn't. Maybe you go up a spot.
I don't remember where I did. I got out.
Yeah, I think you might be right about that, because I go up another spot.
Russell takes the flag.
Well done, Russell.
Yep.
I
Well
think,
done, Russ.
I think the WKMP guys need to look at their spec map. I think they've got it around the wrong way. The fact that the car looks white when it's on the wrong angle.
There's a couple like
I
that.
I didn't read it. I watched it on a YouTube video the other day when I was trying to teach myself how to do something.
Callahan into third.
Oh, see, look at that. Look at that. Hamish.
into
Look
fourth.
at Hamish. I wonder who Hamish is voting for driver of the day, huh?
Yeah.
Brett Hossall into fourth.
Well, I'm going to put my vote in for Steve Vella. I think it's a great job for a rookie to come into this track with this setup and do what he's done there. That's a pretty bloody good effort.
Well, don't forget it's the democracy, but the Presidente has the ultimate vote.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Steve Vella too.
Oh, you turncoat.
Yeah, Steve's done an awesome job.
And even Brett's saying he's done an awesome job as well.
Oh,
hang on.
I tried, Hamish. I tried for Will, but no. So next week you have to give me more money.
No, well, he'll have to give you Chubby tonight.
He needs to pay all of us money.
Yeah.
Well done. Can we go through the top 10? Not top 20?
1, 2, 3.
You struggled after 3, didn't you? You Tasmanian.
Well done, Steve.
Yeah, actually, I quite like his paint scheme too. I think that's quite.
It's a very good team he comes from. He might be a rookie to this league, but he's Rehan's teammate, and
Tim Mulford. Yep.
And the real Will Brown.
As well. That's right.
Don't forget Will Brown.
Oh yeah, Will Brown.
Yep.
Well, that was an exciting race. That came down to the wire.
I did think there'd be a few more safety cars than the two. But...
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see what the race control think if the guy crashes. They have to be on, blocking the whole track, or does they just have to be touching the track? Seems to be like he's allowing a lot more in split 3.
What was that?
Well, just feel like race control, hasn't been as if the car crashes, he says he's determining well enough if the car's actually blocking the track and not
Or if
pulling the
it's off
trigger.
the track. Yeah.
He's not
yeah.
pulling the trigger too quick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right, I will bring up some results, eh?
Go through the top 20, Luke and Mark.
Well, Russell Uren finishing it on pole with James Boardman in second and Daryl Culligan taking your top 3. Brett Horsell bringing in 4th with Will Munro doing an impressive drive finishing in 5th. Phil Manuel in 6th. Our driver of the day, Steve Vella, in 7th. Ross Watson in 8th. Andrew Listener in 9th. And Craig Healy brings home the top 10.
Then you got Reg in 11th, with Andrew Galley in 12th and Dom Grundy in 13th. David Duddle in 14th, with Nathan Favero in 15th and Matt McMillan in 16th. Fletcher Christian in 17th and Todd Martin in 18th place. The Fossil Pete Latham, 19th place, and Mark Peck in the top 20.
AJ bringing it home in 22nd. Nice drive.
And the points haven't been updated yet, so I can't give you the top 10.
Never mind. I think we've done reasonably well there.
Yeah, for everyone that didn't end up a lap down, well done. Good, great drive.
Yeah, it's one of those
start.
tracks. I mean, I was reasonably happy with where I finished in 22nd, but I was still a lap down.
How many cars in the end didn't finish the race?
Oh, I was actually happy.
Everyone behind me.
Getting a screen freeze or getting ejected from the server. It was good to actually cross the line.
Yes, it
Down
was
or not.
Brag about your screen freezers. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I've had screen freezes nearly.
Yeah, but yours wasn't on the last lap.
No, mine was just
3 laps from home.
Yeah, just 2
There
have
you go.
been
There would have been
practice and 1 in
36
race.
cars that were, what do you call it? Well, did race distance.
6 cars not making it. Yeah.
Classified.
That's the word I was looking for.
Yep, 6 cars not making it home.
Looking forward to next Thursday to see the continue the battle of the Bulldog versus Van Ray. I'll see how he gets race number 4.
I think that story's overrated.
Yeah, I do too. It's getting a bit long in the tooth now.
Oh,
It's been come on, it's been dragging on for what, about 2 seasons now?
Or maybe it will change. Maybe it will change the tune once John beats him.
Or Dave has to go race in split 3 with us.
Well, he must be thinking about it.
He'd get killed. He'd get killed.
Our pleasure, Brad.
I'm not sure we've got a spot to park a horse though.
Everyone head over to the Split 2 broadcast with Hamish and
just about to start.
Yeah, just about to start.
The No Not Brett.
Yeah. All right. Well.
Thank you, everyone. Yep.
I think that's just about us.
Yep.
Just take care and thank you for the viewers out there.
And we'll see you all next week.
Yep.
Portland, new track.
Yeah. It should be good next week. I think I've done a few little laps around there. It's I need to do a lot more laps, but it feels like it's nice to drive. Looking forward to doing some hot laps there tomorrow.
Just come and do strength of field on Monday. You'll be fine. You'll learn the track.
Yeah, no, I have been doing that this season, and I'm quite enjoying it actually. I think that helps a bit. All right, guys.
All right, Luke. I might not be on in the morning. I'll probably have to leave about 10 o'clock, so I might jump on about 9 and see if it's open yet and do some laps. But got to go out.
I'll be there.
All right, love you, Luke.
Love you, Zippy.
Bye, everyone.
You guys all in a room or what?
Yeah. That's why we're going to
see you, everyone.
Cheers.
See ya.